Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. This is the early morning vlog. I'm doing a first. I'm doing a live early morning vlog. There's not a whole heck of a lot of cars out here on the road. And I've always thought about doing this. And out of curiosity, I actually wanted to see how many of you would jump in this early in the morning. It's about 4 a.m. I'm just getting my day started. And if nobody jumps in, then you can watch this sometime later on this morning, afternoon, or evening. Got the LG G7 shooting this live stream. Nobody's coming in yet. Wanted to know what your take was on the merge with the S series and the Note series. What do you think that's going to look like? What are you hoping that's going to turn out to be like? I mean, is Samsung going to make the right decision in doing this? Have we gotten to a point where there's just so much competition right now, too much going on in the smartphone world, that you come to a point in the road, I mean, there's a decision to make to either go right, left, or continue down the same direction. And I think that this is a great decision by Samsung if this is what ends up happening with merging the S Plus series, I should say, the S Plus series with the Note series. Again, we don't even know what that would look like. I'm sure that the S Pen is going to continue to be a major part of that device. Whether they will still call it a Note or not, we don't know. I put a video up yesterday during the early morning vlog, but I wanted to do a live stream out of curiosity how many would jump in and to continue this conversation to basically get your take on this rumor that most likely will end up being true. And I think for all good reasons, this is this would be a great decision for the consumer. And of course, hopefully that they would keep the price points prospectively, in between what they already have set with the S series and the Note series. So what that would look like, again, I wouldn't know. But, there's Maxwell Adams. Hey, Maxwell, thanks for joining in. I'm just doing this live stream as a test to see how many of you would jump in during the early morning vlog. I've never done one of these, and I wanted to just do it. So I'm doing it, and also wanted to continue the conversation with the merging of the S Plus series into the Note series with Samsung, and what all of you think about that if that ends up happening. Samsung would still release as far as what we're seeing next year with the S series, it would, after the S10 Plus, after that, it would just be a regular S series, no Plus edition. But as far as there's going to be an S10 affordable variant, and which is called the Beyond Zero, and an S10 regular variant, which would be called the Beyond Zero 1. The affordable one will have a side fingerprint sensor, and then the S10 Beyond 1 will have a in-display fingerprint sensor, and the final version of the S Plus series, the S10 Plus, will have an in-display fingerprint sensor, and that's what's rumored to be happening this next year. And then from that point on, and so I don't know if we're going to get a Note 10 or what they're going to do with all of that, but after that, then it'll be the S Plus series merging into the Note series. So again, I did an early morning vlog conversation. Well, it was just me talking about my thoughts on this whole move by Samsung, and that I think it's great. I think it'll help their sales. I think it'll bring back the wow factor and what the Note series was in the early stages. A lot of you in the feedback believe that the Note 5 was the true Note out of all the Notes that have been put out. The only other one that I have had out of the Note series, I mean, I've had the Note 8 was the Note 2. The Note 7 was just a huge mistake in a sense because of those devices catching on fire and blowing up. They did reissue those devices out to certain regions, and you could bring that in. But I mean, that wasn't. It's too bad that had to happen with the Note 7 because that could have been an amazing device. But yeah, it just ended up being one big problem for Samsung. But yeah, a lot of you saying the Note 5 was out of the Note series was the notes of notes. And anyway, Samsung needs to get back to having that wow factor again. And so this video is basically me testing, doing an early morning vlog, streaming live. I've never done it. And to get your take in this, I'm not going to be able to respond because I got to drive. But I've seen Maxwell's name on there, so thank you. I don't know if anybody else is here. But what your take is on that whole move to combine those two series and what your thoughts are. And you can leave that down below in the comment section too. That way I can read those later on after this morning early morning vlog while I'm live streaming, listening to some Rush. I've been on a Rush kick this week. For those of you that love Rush, woo! Talking about wake up music, huh? Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to continue the conversation. I think it's worth talking about. Some of you may be happy about that. Some of you may not. I mean, a lot of you are waiting, especially the last couple of years anyway, at this point in the time of the year where you skip bringing in anything from Samsung with the S series or the S Plus series because the new Note is right around the corner. The Note 9 is going to be announced here in August. And so sales start to dip. And that's what's happened with the Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus. Sales have dipped because I think for the most part, the consumer's waiting for the Note 9. And because that wow factor isn't really there anymore, the Note 9 is not going to be that much different from the Note 8. So, you know, for some of you who have your S9 Plus or your S9, you stay with that. You skip the Note 9, you wait for the S10 Plus and the other two variants that are going to come out too. That's what I would do if I was looking to get a device and, you know, and I was looking at my finances. If you don't have an S9 and S9 Plus, then you look to pick up the Note 9. But if you have the Note 8, I know this is all confusing, then you stay with the Note 8. You skip the Note 9. And you wait till next year when we get something worth, in my opinion, if this all takes place, worth looking at to pick up. And it'll be something to see too as well what price point they'll put on that affordable S10. And I like the fact that they're going with a fingerprint sensor on the side of the device instead of the back. So that'll be I love fingerprint sensors on the side. I don't know what you all like as far as whether it's on the front, the back, on the side, but I really love a fingerprint sensor on the side. I mean, in the end, as long as the device is giving me what I need, that's not a major deal breaker for me. Moto devices, the Moto Z3 Play has it on the side and has a power button as well. But for the most part, a lot of their devices have their fingerprint sensor on the front. So that doesn't bother me, but if I have a choice, I love it on the side. So let me know what you think about that too. Let's see. Who is that? Court Green, thanks for coming on in. See, the thing is you can read all this feedback right now after I'm done with the video, and it goes through and it uploads, and you know, whoever missed it this morning can watch it later. I can read all this feedback, so which is really cool. It'll show all that. They never used to do that. That's something new on YouTube. when you're shooting live stream. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. How do I sound? How does everything look early in the morning? My wife got me some new creamer, and it tastes really good with my coffee. I was trying out this chocolate flavored coffee, and oh my gosh, didn't like that at all. So she ended up getting me some regular dark roasted coffee, some new creamer, and that just tastes delicious. Outside of the Samsung conversation with the S Plus series merging with the Note series, what else are you looking forward to? There's not a heck of a lot going on. I know that Apple is getting ready to down to probably it's September, I would think, to announce their 3 devices, but I'm not into picking up an iPhone this year. After the iPhone 8, I did that. It was first, and I don't know. I don't have the drive to pick up another iPhone again. It'll be interesting to see what they release with 3 devices. They're going to have a huge device too. I think it's 6.5 inch device, something like that. Yeah, it's pretty big, but it's going to still be the same experience. Not a whole heck of a lot different. Just a bigger device with basically the same thing going on. I always said with my experience with the iPhone 8, it was it was a treat. I mean, it was nice. It was an easy experience with iOS, but it was more of it was a snack. Android is the full meal deal, and that's just my opinion. And for those of you that love your iPhone experience and you're looking forward to the 3 new devices from Apple, then hey, more power to you. It's just I have my own opinion on it, but sometimes a snack is good, but the full meal deal does it for me. So what else are you looking forward to as we move halfway through the year, going into the fall after summer is said and done with? I've been waiting to hear news on the Razr phone 2, the 2nd generation, and nothing yet, nothing substantial. So I know that there was talks about it happening. They was supposed to be announced this summer into August, and so I'm hoping that anytime in the next couple of weeks something comes out, because that's really the device that I'm looking forward to. I've had a couple buyers for my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus, but not what I wanted to get, what I wanted to sell it for. I may just end up keeping that and trading that in for the Note 9, just to pick it up and have it. It would be a great device since I don't have the Note 8 anymore. My boy has that now, and we picked my wife up one as well. They love their Note 8s. So until, and something to bring in until I hear what's going on with the Razr phone, because that's really the next device that I want to get. I want to get the Razr phone 2, the 2nd generation. I just got a feeling that you're going to get more of the same. I'm sure that there's not going to be a huge upgrade. There's going to be incremental changes, small changes, but I think they're going to make your camera experience, for those of you who didn't really love your camera experience in the Razr phone, that Razr's going to make that even better. I'm sure that they'll change a little bit of the design of the device. I'm just hoping that they keep those huge, large front speakers on the front, top and bottom of the device. And I hope they keep the 16:9 aspect ratio. And I'm sure that they're going to keep that 120 hertz refresh rate on there. So what else they could change, I don't know. But we'll see. But I'm waiting to hear the news on that. Until then, yeah, I guess since I have my S9 Plus, unless somebody offers me a little more for what I think it's worth, I'll keep it, pick up the Note 9 and, go with that. So I don't know. So what are you looking forward to? Are you just going to stay pat with what you have and wait till next year? I'm sure that the S10 series, especially for the S10 Plus next year, since it'll be the last, a lot of you may be going for those devices next year. So you're just going to stay put with what you have. But so yeah, shooting a live stream early in the morning, testing out what it's like to do one this early in the morning. I know you can barely see me. I'm here. Yes, I'm being safe. There's hardly anyone on the roads at this time in the morning. It's actually a really nice drive. Sometimes I don't do an early morning vlog because I'm so tired and I need to concentrate. But right now, I'm doing fine, drinking my coffee and a banana. I'm going to have another one. And I wanted to just do an experiment and do one this early and see how many of you would jump in. So, and thanks for those of you who have jumped in. I appreciate it very much. I appreciate your time and your support. So, I'm about to park the car here in just a moment. Just have a great day, man. Share the video too. I appreciate it. If you come on by and check out this video, check out a few more. And if you're not subscribed to the team, you can do that. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I've uploaded video for you and others to watch. And share the videos. And leave a thumbs up. Leave a thumbs up. What do you think about the live stream? Leave a thumbs up if you like the live stream early in the morning. Man. It's going to be a hot one in the 90s. It's been pretty warm around here. We've had a couple days in the 80s, which cools it down a little bit. Got to park and talk and think at the same time. All right, everybody. Thanks for taking the time to come on in this live stream early in the morning. It's a first. Let me know if I should do this every once in a while. You know how hard it is to do early morning? I don't know if most of you know. It's, you know, I'm awake to a certain point, drinking my coffee, trying to get some breakfast down. And then I have these, ideas that I want to share, thoughts that I want to share. And then once I start shooting the video, I go with what I go with, and it's trying to share all of that without making major mistakes or giving out wrong information, and at the same time concentrate. It can be pretty difficult because it's like a one shoot type thing, because you don't want to be messing around with the phone that early in the morning. And there's a lot of cops out, so they're watching for people messing around with their phones. They'll pull you over and give you a ticket that's quite a few $100s. So once you start shooting the video, I mean, it is what it is. Yesterday, I uploaded this conversation about the S Plus series merging with the Note series, the early morning vlog yesterday. And then I rewatched the video myself. I was like, oh my gosh, I repeated myself like 10 freaking times. And so I actually edited out like about 5 minutes. I uploaded the video, left it up for half the day, and then I took it down and edited out half and put it back up because it was just way too long and it was too much rambling. And because that's what happens when you start shooting a video, it is what it is. So so if I make mistakes on information, or something is said wrong, or I get lost and I ramble on and I go no apologies for that, but you ought to try it sometime. As I think about how difficult it really is, and I've come a long way, and but it's still a learning curve at times to get it in one take. Now there are times I can get to a red light and turn off the device and start over again, but for the most part, I don't even want to mess with my device. But yesterday's video, I had to edit that and cut it down. And a lot of you came in to see the second video, the edited one. So I appreciate that. And here doing a live stream, it's even more complicated because now I'm live. So I really got to think while I'm driving and get that information out to all of you. So, but I can read all the information later on after the video is uploaded. So that's a great thing. So I can go back and read the feedback. But it's challenging, but I enjoy it. And that's why I wanted to try this. I wanted to see how this went. And I appreciate you coming in and being there to see the very first live stream here on my Project 13 early in the morning, the early morning vlog. And then you're going to let me know how everything went. if there's anything that I do end up putting up, and it is information that isn't correct, leave that down below so I can correct that later on in a different video too. So I appreciate you're here to help me out. We're a team. So that's it. I'm out. Have a great day. I'm going to send you off with a little bit of Queen's Right. God bless. Thanks for coming into the first live stream, the early morning vlog. This is my Project 13. Thanks for being a part. I appreciate it. Without you, man, it just doesn't happen. Woo! All right. A first journey into tech. And this is wake up music, folks. Queen's Right. I am done.